It's enormously significant. Of course, South Africa, in its old apartheid days, had lots of links with Israel. And so it's important that a former ally of Israel has turned on it and is exposing it to the quite shameful allegation that it's committing genocide, a crime that was only invented to help the Jewish people after the Holocaust. So it was to help them that we got the law of genocide, and now they are being accused of breaking that law. So it's symbolic, very symbolic. It is an attempt to change the definition of what amounts to genocide, because previously it was always thought, and the Genocide Convention says, that you have to have an intention to destroy in whole or in part a people because of their religious or their racist or their race, religion or race. And of course, Hamas, which Israel wants to destroy, is not a religious group, and it's not seen as a racial group, although that is the argument that South Africa is putting forward, that it is a group of the Palestinian people living in Gaza. But until this case was brought, most people thought that it was a political group, and wiping out a political group is not genocide. Well, the outcome of international law is, first of all, very long. Secondly, it's affected by politics, perhaps too much, although not at the International Criminal Court level. But I don't think that any confident prediction can be made at this point. It will be interesting to see if the court decides to issue a stop order to Israel after this preliminary hearing, which will only last 2 days. If it does, well, that's an indication that South Africa may well win, because it will mean that the judges, or a majority of them, think that South Africa has a good enough case to stop Israel behaving like this. So if in a few weeks the court upholds South Africa's position and says stop to Israel, which is continuing this, and I think quite clearly committing war crimes by indiscriminately bombing people and killing thousands of children and young people, which is a red line for any law. So I think that if the court makes that preliminary decision against Israel, then it's likely to make the final decision against Israel. But that final decision may take several years.